All right, I'm on my way to Costco. But I remember I put a ring out here. Jordan gave me a ring. Well, he gave me a couple of rings, but they weren't all silver, and some of them had a thick layer on them, and I couldn't test it. But I see green inside this one, so what I was thinking is I could hit it with a hammer a couple times and break off some of that outer crust. Hey, it broke off. Didn't even need to hit it that hard. Yeah, I don't think this one is silver. It does not look silver. Shit, let's hit the other side. So I already scratch tested it, and I couldn't get a good clean test for silver. So this thing just shattered to nothing almost. Looks like there might have been a stone there at one time. Oh no, it's just that's the pattern. All right, well that one's not silver. This one looks like it could be, but it did not test proper, so it's probably just not silver. Well, this one might be. It's not really shattering. Let's take a look at it. So it broke apart right there. I see it. Anyways, maybe we can get a test on it now. And here's another one. No, it's the same one. Wait a minute. It's not the same one. But I could tell that's not silver. It's got green in it. And I could see other colors. Yeah, so I don't think any of these are silver, so my test is doing properly. Well, I don't know why I shared that, but I did. I think I lost a rock or two off my table here. Anyways, I got to jump in the shower, go to Costco. I'm going to buy a box of meat. Like probably 80 pounds or 60 pounds or 90 pounds. Who knows? I'm just going to take whatever they give me. All right, I'll see you guys. Maybe I'll show that too. All right. So I decided just to do this video on how I get my meat on the carnivore diet. So today we went to Costco and we bought 80 pounds practically of chuck roll. Neck off. Beef chuck. It was $389. Woohoo! So like 400 bucks almost. And there's what it looks like. So I'm going to take you guys through the process of what I have to do. So is it really worth it to buy my meat like this? This doesn't even last me a month. 80 pounds of meat. Seems like it would, but it doesn't. I eat a couple of pounds a day. That adds up. Sometimes more than a couple of pounds. But these suckers are big and heavy. Carrying this box in was heavy. It was 80 pounds. I mean, come on. So at Costco, they sell freezer bags. And my last batch of them, they were leaking. So I put them in the freezer and I'd find blood on the bottom of my freezer. So I'm going to try these from Walmart. See if they're any better. They're already better because they were just a fraction of the cost, actually. The other ones were a name brand. This is just great value. And you know what? Even if they do leak, I don't care. I eat this stuff so fast. It doesn't have time to freezer burn or anything. It's not like I'm leaving them in there forever. Every day I take out a couple of bags of meat and put them in the fridge, you know. Let them defrost because I'm going to be eating them. So I'll show you on the cutting board what I have to go through. So what I do have a big cutting board here. Big one here. We're gonna take this crud, at least it's not vegetables, off the counter. I think vegetables are really bad for you, but whatever. That's just my opinion. Well, it's not just my opinion, it's a carnivore opinion. So then I put them on like this, and then, well, I try to cut off a piece that'll fit on here because they're bigger than this cutting board even. And then as I cut them, I just throw them onto here, throw them onto here, throw them onto here. And then I bag them up. So I'll show you, might show you the process. It's kind of a gross mess, but you know, it's reality. Alrighty, step 2. Put it in the sink, cut the bag off, and then what you do is you take paper towels. I already did it once, so it's probably not going to get much. And you get it all as dry as you need to get it. Get all that extra, we'll call it juice. I think you guys know what it is. Blood. Anyways, you get all that off, and well, then you start cutting it into pieces. Now this is just for anybody who wants to try the carnivore diet or is on the carnivore diet and wants to buy this much meat and save, like, did I already say it? $2. I'm only saving like maybe $2, $2.50 a pound by doing all this extra work. But when you're buying 80 pounds, that really adds up to a lot of money, actually. So I am saving money by doing this. A lot of extra work. That's okay. We're making a video, so we're getting paid for it. Anyways, yeah, and do it while you're hungry, because otherwise you might be too lazy to do it. I'm hungry. I want to get a piece of this on the grill right away. And it's also good to have an air fryer. I got one, but it's for outside. This was the house one. They use that. Anyways, yeah, let's cut it up. See how much meat we get out of it. It's going to take a long time. 3 of the. This is a small one. I got 2 more bigger ones. Ugh. Not looking forward to it. And my knife is not very sharp. There's my knife. So I just sharpened it. This one seems to keeps sharper. So I'll just use both of those knives. And, well, let's see how much we get. Maybe I'll show you kind of how I cut it. I don't do it the way you're supposed to cut these. I just cut into pieces, all the good stuff mixed with the bad stuff. That way it's all good, you know. And I never eat ribeye or anything like that. Just chuck roll and whatever's cheap at the store. So to me, it's all good. It's all good. I love it. All right, let's see how much we get. So here's what it looks like on the inside. I just cut that whole thing in half, whole chuck roll. Cut it in half. And then what I'll proceed to do is cut steaks like this. Like that, all the way across. But it's easier for me to work with just a half of one. That's still huge. Still hard to work with. But this is how it is. I'm just showing you guys step by step. I don't want to film the whole thing because it actually takes quite a while to do it. Okay, there we go. First 2 steaks completely cut. Get an idea how big they are. They're good size. Maybe, I don't know, 2 pounds? I don't know. This might be 1 pound. I don't know. And thick, thin, I don't even care. I'll eat them all sides. Here's that half, and there's that half. Let's keep going. I'll show you guys now. Look at these little beggars waiting. Anything drops, it's gone. And there is fat in here. I actually cut it off as I go. I could trim this up, but it's pretty well trimmed. So if there's any big giant pieces of fat, I take them off. I typically try to leave fat on though, because the fat on the carnivore diet is, well, that's where you get your energy, and that's good for you. And I'm not going to get into talking about the carnivore diet. This is just about the meat. So I was going to tell you guys other stuff, but let's keep going, get this finished. All right, here's what one of these roasts look like. The small one, actually. I haven't put it in bags yet. Now it's got to go in bags and into the freezer. I was going to show you at the end, but then I realized, you know what? I can't fit all these on here right now. So I'm going to have to bag them and put them in the freezer. Then do the next one. This is half, another half. And we still got one more to go after this. Let's keep going. All right, we've moved on to the bagging step. I told you in the last clip we were going to bag it up. And I went ahead and cut that other half up because I was able to, well, leave it right here. And so this is a roast and a roll and a half. There's the other half of it. What I do is typically just fill one of these bags. It's a 1 gallon bag, freezer bag. And it's a couple of pounds. And I'll take and put that on the barbecue in the morning. And I'll use as much of it until I get full, until I completely get full. I used to worry about that more when I was first starting because I didn't want to get hungry for carbs. And, well, I eat as much as I can. And if there's some left over, great. Then that's going to be lunch, dinner, snack, whatever I want during the day. And hopefully this bag would last me all day. If not, I always, like I said, I always put 2 bags out. I can just throw another one on the barbecue, cook up some more. But I always eat until, well, until I get full. And then, I don't know about other people, but me, I really get cravings for milk. And I think there's something to that, eating meat and milk. I think they go together. I don't know. There's something about it, but my body craves it. I don't know if it's just a craving because it tastes like super good, but my body craves it. They stopped selling raw milk at Sprouts, and I hope they bring it back because I might start drinking for pasteurized milk. I like it that much. I don't know. I did buy some milk, and I'll show you guys. So last night I was been craving milk for a couple of days. I bought this type, organic, grass-fed, whole milk. I asked the guy at Sprouts, "What's the best milk?" Since you don't have the kind I want, the raw milk. He said, "This is," and I looked at the sugar in there. I was like, "Oh God, no!" So I got that last night. I drank about half of it when I got home, and then I checked my sugar this morning. I drank another cup, and, well, I did, because I have my diabetes test kit. I test my sugar, and I'm fine. So, I don't know. I don't want to get started on that, though. I'd just rather have my raw milk, and it has the good bacteria in it. And it also has, raw milk has good bacteria and bad bacteria. That's why they pasteurize it, to kill that bad bacteria. But in the meantime, they're killing the good bacteria. That's good for your body. So yeah, I'm a big believer in the raw milk. And that's how you bag them. That's all I wanted to say, and I got off on a tangent. Let's keep going. I'm almost done now. All right, the box is empty, and we're all cleaned up. Disinfected, the fruit's back on the counter for people that eat that stuff. Actually, fruit I don't think is that bad. It's the vegetables you want to stay away from. All plants are trying to kill you, though, is what they say on the carnivore diet. Yeah, we cleaned up the whole area, all done. And we actually have some ready to go. There's a whole plate of meat for me right there I haven't eaten today. I went ahead and said, you know what, I'm not going to eat until I get my good steak. I've been eating some really cheap stuff from the store. And, well, I'm just happy to have my chuck eye back. It's cheap, too. It's no ribeye, that's for sure. But it's what I can afford, and, well, it's what I eat on the carnivore diet, mostly. And because last month I didn't get the chuck eye, so I was sorry, kind of. I ended up spending more money running back and forth to the store, even though the meat was cheaper. And the meat wasn't as good. It didn't have very much fat in it. It was top round steak. It was just not that great. And it was sliced up for carne asada. And so it was these thin slices. I was cooking these thin slices, and they were getting overdone every time. I like my meat rare. You can probably even see it jiggle. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and eat that. I hope this helps out somebody. The carnivore diet is really, I mean, you could lose weight on it. Or if you're skinny, you can gain weight, muscle. The thing about it for me, the carnivore diet, is the healing. I was on a handful of pills, and I'm better now. So if you need it, if you want to go on, just try it for a week. That's what I'm saying. Just try it for 1 week. You will not regret it. Well, maybe a little bit, because you got to go through some, well, just watch some videos. Speaking of videos, the reason I got this idea, Steven, Steph, all one word. They have a YouTube channel. They're on the carnivore diet, and they showed like cheap ways to eat. And they showed this, and I did it, and I haven't stopped since. It's great. I am so thankful I can get the meat like this, actually. It's usually more expensive, like I said. This was only $4.89 a pound. When I got my first box, it was like $4.19 a pound. So the price of meat has gone up a little. But it's better than paying $10 a pound for ribeye. A case of ribeye is like $10 a pound. So it'd be double that price. This was $400. So the ribeye would be like $800, probably a little more. Yeah, that's it for this video. This is my carnivore video. We'll be back on the beach. Actually, my friend Jordan just called me and said, "You want to go to the beach? I'll come get you." So I might take him up on that, but boy, I'm tired. Probably not. I'll just go on Saturday. Today's Friday. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay healthy. Well, I ended up eating that whole plate of food. I think the beginning of this video, I showed me looking for silver. And some rings Jordan gave me. And I got to looking at this one. It was just copper. It's really nice. I mean, it's completely old and ruined, but it has a turquoise, like red, and also regular turquoise. They're hearts. Anyways, I did finish that whole plate, and it was good. It was really good. See you guys now for real.